If you want to understand Brexit and what happened last night, Britain's relationship with the EU, the whole thing, stop. Don't think about that stuff. It's not really about that. This is a global phenomenon. This is a revolt against technocracy and elites telling everybody else what to do. At the end of the day, for the past 20 years, 80% of the people have been told 80% of the time by the top 20% what to do, what to think, and what's good for them. Guess what? They've figured it out. The 20% needs to listen, because if they don't, they're going to find something out. The Hamptons is not a defensible position.
Hey guys, this is me, Crimson60620, and if you ever want to actually get some great art and help support my channel, help support me, check out my merch page at streamlabs.com/Crimson60620/merch. Here you can actually find great pieces of art, put on t-shirts, and it'll be updated frequently with a lot of my other art. So, thank you for support, and please enjoy the video. Thanks.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Crimson60620, and, well, we're doing a video on the political compass test. And so, what I'm going to do to make sure I prove some of my detractors and, which I'm surprised about, fans. Yeah, I'm surprised that I actually have fans of my political compass test. And we're gonna actually see where I land on the political compass and shit like that. Anyway, guys, keep in mind that, as always, Patreons get this a few days early. Everybody else gets it about 3 days later. This is going up on a Saturday. I know I'm cutting into my time a little bit more. I kind of wanted to do this yesterday, but So, here we go. And we're about to actually take this test. And also, before we take this test, remember, like, share, and subscribe. You guys would help me make this dream come true. A start of really expanding this channel, my message, and a discussion of talking with people and sharing ideas and explaining to people my ideas. So if you can actually help me out by hitting that like, also share the video, and if you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button. So let's get into the test. All right. So, we're doing a test, and it's the politicalcompass.org test. Before taking the test, please note that this isn't a survey, and these aren't questions. They're propositions. To question the logic of individual ones that irritate you, to question the logic of individual ones that irritate you is to miss the point. What they're saying is, take it as all over. Some propositions are extreme and some are moderate. That's how we show whether you lean towards extremism or moderation on the compass. Your responses should not be overthought. Some of them are intentionally vague. Their purpose is to trigger reaction in your mind, measuring feelings and prejudice rather than detailed options on policy. I think Ben Shapiro took this test, or some version of this test, and he was severely overthinking. But let's read. Just a few propositions to start with concerning no less how you see the country and the world. If economic globalism is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Strongly agree. I support my country whether it was right or wrong. Strongly disagree. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. Strongly agree. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races. Strongly disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Disagree. Disagree. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. I want to say disagree. Fuck it. Strongly disagree. Yeah, I know you shouldn't think too clearly about it, but sometimes we do shit that just... And I'm looking at this as American perspective, so yeah. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. I would say strongly agree. Well, agree, because what am I doing right now? This is entertainment, and I'm trying to get some information, so yeah. Now the economy. We're taking attitudes here, not the FTSE index. I don't know what that is. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. Excuse me. Can't see early in the morning. Strongly agree. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Disagree. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulations. Yes. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. Strongly agree. The freer the market, the freer the people. Strongly disagree. It is a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now bottled, branded, and a consumer product. Branded consumer product. Strongly agree. Land should not be commoditized to be bought and sold. Strongly agree. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money, contribute nothing to their society. Strongly agree. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Shit. Kind of agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver its profits to its shareholders. Strongly disagree. The rich are taxed too highly. Oh. Fuck no. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Yeah, no. Fuck no. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Strongly disagree. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Strongly agree. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predatory multinationals to create monopolies. Oh yeah, strongly agree. And I may have to redo this. Let me just. I'm gonna leave the fuck up in that. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predatory. It should be predatory multinationals to create monopolies. Anyway, yeah, I fucking strongly agree with that shit. All right, we 2 down, 4 to go. Abortion. Now look at some of your personal social values. Abortion, when the mother's life is not threatened, should always be legal. Oh no, strongly disagree. Bodily autonomy and everything. All authority should be questioned. Oh fuck yes, of course. Question me, because I'm your daddy. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Disagree. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or word looks weird. Theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Strongly disagree. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. I'm going to agree. People have their rights, but it's better for us all. People have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Wait, let me read that again, early in the morning. All people have their rights, but it's better for us all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. Strongly disagree. It's only really one type of people. We have different cultures. I'm overthinking it. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Strongly disagree. If you have to go into might makes right, that means you have a weak argument. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Oh, strongly agree. Well, agree. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. And even though I don't get high, I live life sober, I strongly agree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find a job. Strongly disagree. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. God damn it. Eugenics? Really? Eugenics. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Ooh, strongly disagree. There are no civilized people. They're only different cultures. Strongly agree. Those who are not able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Does that include rich people? I'm sorry. I disagree. Because work is subjective. When you're troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy on cheerful things. Strongly disagree. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated into their new country. Strongly disagree. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for us all. Strongly disagree. No broadcasting institution, however independent, is content. No broadcasting institution, no matter how independent its content, should receive public funding. Oh, fuck, disagree. All right, we're halfway through. So, 4 of 6. How you see the wider society. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Strongly agree. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments and delays, and that delay progress in a democratic political system. Strongly disagree. Oh God. Although it's an although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Disagree. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Now, disagree. I disagree, but God, I disagree. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Strongly disagree. Abstract art doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Strongly disagree. Artists here. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Disagree. It's a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. Strongly disagree. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Again, artists strongly disagree. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Oh, fuck, strongly disagree. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. Wow, that read really weird to me. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. Oh yeah, strongly agree. Making peace with the establishment is more an aspect. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Disagree. All right, 5 of 6. We're almost in the home stretch. If you got through that okay, you'll find these propositions on religion a breeze. Oh God. Astrology accurately explains many things. Oh fuck, strongly disagree. You cannot be moral without religious. Disagree. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Disagree. Some people are naturally unlucky. I would agree. It is important that my child's schools instills religion's values. Oh hell no. Strongly disagree. 6. Wow, we're almost finished. Fuck. Wow, this isn't taking that long. Sex outside marriage is outside of marriage is usually immoral. Disagree. Fuck. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Strongly agree. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Yeah, strongly agree. What goes in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Strongly agree. No one can naturally feel homosexual. Strongly disagree. If I can actually feel naturally heterosexual, I can't. I'm overthinking it. These days, openness is about sex is going too far. I disagree. Now, let's see where I stand. Drum roll, please. About the political compass. In the introduction, we explained the inequities of the traditional left or right line. If we recognize that this is essentially an economic line, it's fine as far as it goes. We can show, for example, Stalin, Mao, Zidane, and Pol Pot with their commitment, to total economic controlled economy. On the hard left, socialists like Mahatma Gandhi and Robert, I'm gonna mispronounce that name, I'm not even gonna try, would occupy a less extreme leftist position. Margaret Thatcher would be well over to the right, but further right will still be someone like the ultimate free marker, General Pinochet. This deals with economics, but the social dimension also is important in politics. That's the one that the mere left-right scale doesn't adequately address. And so we've added one ranging in the positions from extreme authoritarian to extreme libertarian. You see the left-right economic scale. Both an economic dimension and a social dimension are important factors for proper political analysts. By adding the social dimension, you can show that Stalin was an authoritarian leftist, e.a. the state is more important than the individual, and that Gandhi, believing that supreme value of each individual, was a libertarian was a liberal leftist, while the former involved state-imposed arbitration, collectivism, and extreme top left, or the extreme bottom left is voluntary collectivism at regional level, with no state involved. Hundreds of such anarchist communities exist in Spain during the Civil War period. So, you can also put Pinochet, who was prepared to sanction mass killing for the sake of the free market, on the far right, as well as in a hardcore authoritarian position. On the non-socialist side, you can distinguish someone between Milton Friedman, who was an anti-state for fiscal rather than social reasons, from Hitler, who wanted to make the state stronger, even if you wiped out half of humanity in the process. The chart also makes it clear that despite popular perceptions, the opposite of fascism is not communism, but anarchism, liberal socialism, and that the opposite of communism, EI, an entirely state-planned economy, is neoliberalism, an extreme deregulated economy. So yeah, you get the people and you see where they all fall, because the compass isn't just left and right, it's authoritarian and libertarian. Usually, the understanding of anarchism is a left-wing ideology, does not take into account the neoliberal anarchism championed by the likes of Ayn Rand, Milton Friedman, and the American Libertarian Party, which couples social Darwinian which couples social Darwinian right-wing economics with liberal positions on most social issues. Often their libertarian impulse stops short of opposition to strong law and order positions, and are more economic in substance, i.e. no taxes. So they are not as extreme libertarian as they are extreme right-wing. On the other hand, the classical libertarian collectivism of anarcho-syndicalism anarcho-syndicalist libertarian socialism belongs on the bottom left hand corner. In our homepage, we demolished the myth that authoritarianism is necessarily a right wing, with examples of Robert Mugabe, Pol Pot, and Stalin. Similarly, Hitler on the economic scale, which was not extreme right winger. His economic policies were broadly Keynesian. And on the left of today's and to the left of some of today's labor parties. If you could get Hitler and Stalin to sit down together and avoid economics, the two diehard authoritarians will find plenty of common ground, of course. So, a word about neocons and neolibs. The U.S. neoconservatives, with their commitment to high military spending and the global assertion of national values, tend to be more authoritarian than hard right. By contrast, the neolibs oppose such moral leadership, and more especially than during the insurance demands on taxpayers, belong to the further right, but less authoritarian region. Paradoxically, the free market, in the neocons' parlance, also allows for large-scale subsidies of the military-industrial complex and considerable degree of corporate welfare and protectionism. Then deemed by the national interest, these are viewed by neolibs as impediments to unfettered market forces. that they champion. So let's see what my compass turns out. So my political compass is economic left, right? I am negative 9.5. In social libertarian, I'm negative 8.2. So I'm all the way in this bottom corner right here. Wow. So we see what my political compass is. And if you guys want to actually hit me up in the comments, of course, I actually have my Discord in the descriptions. So you can actually hit me up there. Also, if you have any questions about anything such as my art or my other political views, hit me up. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon. I want to thank you guys for watching and enjoy your day. Peace.